Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jimbo and today we're going to be talking more about black waxes, black spray waxes. Now that I've kind of found a couple that I really like, I decided to hone in a little bit more and then of course do a cheap versus expensive, because what's more fun than a cheap versus expensive video? Anyway, on the expensive side, we have this product right here. This is the Turtle Wax. This is a Surf City Garage. I freaking say Turtle Wax so much that I just automatically say it. Anyway, this is a Surf City Garage Black Edge Spray Wax. It says specifically formulated for black and dark paint. It has intense carnauba polymer shine and protection and is streak-free even in the hottest sun. Very interesting. We will be testing that. Again, black spray wax are probably my favorite category. And this bottle right here is going to set you back about 13 bucks, right around there. I picked it up at my local Pep Boys. And again, it does have the Surf City Garage guarantee. It says when used as directed, if this product isn't the best you've ever tried, give me a call and I'll personally buy it back. And that is from Tim Miller, the owner. I've never called Tim, but I would like to test that claim. I think it'd be fun. So anyways, Surf City Garage, if I'm not totally obsessed with it, I guess I can call and get my 13 bucks back. Anyway, on the cheap side, we have this. This is the Turtle Wax Jet Black Spray Wax. Now, I decided to go this versus the Ice Black because I'm not in love with the polymers in the black wax, and I actually thought the Jet Black Spray Wax filled a little bit better, was a little bit easier to use, and had a little bit more durability than the Ice. So of course, we're gonna see how it fills the panel. We're gonna take it through the torture test. Not that, I really don't put much value on the torture test for these specific black waxes, because I feel like, and if you listen to my podcast where I talk about is the filling capabilities is a very underestimated product. So, and by the way, this product, I think you could pick it up for about $5 or $6. So it's about half the price of the Surf City Garage, though you do get about 8 ounces more in the Surf City Garage than you do the Jet Black wax. So let's put it on the panel, let's let it cure for a little bit, and then let's take it through the torture test to see really, does one sheet, does one last longer, how does it do through chemicals, and kind of run it through the paces, and then what does it look like after the chemicals are gone? Did all that filling get completely removed? So that, all that coming up in this video. Let's get to it. So here's the before. This is where we're gonna put the Turtle Wax. Here's our control section there. And then the other side, so you can see they're both pretty equivalent. A lot of spider webbing, a few swirls in there. So let's apply them and see how much they fill. I'm gonna do the Turtle Wax Jet Black on this right side here. So I'll spray it on and then I'll do an additional coat in the towel. Again, kind of like almost like a Jolly Rancher smell. You smell that? Can you smell it over there or no? So, but it goes on really smooth. It doesn't, doesn't seem to streak that bad. And again, getting a little bit of that black color, not as much as on the Ice Black that has the abrasives in it. But again, fairly smooth, smells good, goes on smooth, makes the panel smooth. Let's go over to the Black Edge, as I almost get taken out by the corner of the panel. What I'm interested to see is if there's a color to this one. So, ooh, a lot thicker of a consistency. Smells kind of like a lotion and is gray in color. Okay, so this exactly. This has way more of like I would say like a liquid wax. It's almost like a liquid wax formulation, but look at that. So, and there is some color to it. Okay, so if you let it haze up and set up right there, much better. Actually seems to add a lot of gloss, or not actually. I always say that, actually, and then people think, what, you didn't think that, or you're already biased. So let's see. Yeah, So more of a gray color than a black color, but I think the best application for this is going to be kind of a, I guess you could spray it into your towel, but you're definitely going to have a second towel, or let it kind of set up for a second and then flip the towel over. The application, but the wipe off is very smooth, and it makes the panel very, very smooth as well. So a little bit different on the application process. I don't think either one is necessarily, well, I don't know. So the application process is different. How about that? All right, I'm gonna let it sit for a couple hours and take it out for a torture test. So this is the turtle wax side, and you can see probably a little bit of streaking going on there. But in real life and hopefully in the camera, it filled a decent amount. I think it actually feels better than the ice version. There's our control section, so to kind of give you a 50-50 there. Pretty dang good. I mean, in real life, not sure if the camera's picking it up, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, this is the Surf City side. Seems like more streaking, probably because of the thickness of it, of what it was. And I don't think, it doesn't seem, so here's the Surf City, here's the control, turtle wax. I don't know, to me, and let me know if you think it's different, the Surf City doesn't seem like it filled as much. But it does say that you could use it in direct sun too. It just doesn't seem like it filled as much as the turtle wax side. But if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. So on to the torture test, huh? And I kind of said this before with different black waxes, I really don't expect much from them, to be honest, as far as the durability is concerned. So we see the flooding in the middle of the section, in the control section there. Surf City Garage, and then on the left, turtle wax on the right. Both beating water fairly good. I don't know if there's one there necessarily that does better than the other. I think they're pretty comparable. Hope I'm at a good enough angle there. One thing on the Surf City bottle that it did mention is that it could be used even in the hottest sun, which now I kind of feel like that's funny as we get the blower out, because of how it's more of like a liquid wax. It is running off the panel, but definitely not as fast as we've seen other products run off the panel. See how that kind of runs off even a little bit quicker. Again, not a big deal, picking up differences, and then we have the stickiness kind of in the center there. But I definitely do think the blower is quite possibly the best way to tell if the product's there or not. So, of course, first up is the black and Plasti Dip. Running low on this stuff again, but that's okay because I'm excited to get rid of my farting bottle. So, as you can see, the farting has subsided a little bit. Actually, I think I have 2 other bottles of this. All right, so it's not gonna get a real good bath. Let's see if I have another bottle right here. Nope, 3 empty bottles. So it's not gonna get a real good bath with that stuff. Let's see if I can actually wet this towel a little bit more. So let's wipe that in, and then we'll get the residue off and see how we look. After that, I would expect, well, this is what will be interesting. If it holds up to this, which I expected to, right? I'm gonna get a new wet towel here. I expected to hold up to this, but if it holds up to this, that really shows how bad some of those products are that don't hold up to just an iron remover, right? So let's get this off. So sure, look, you can see the flooding of the panel a little bit more on the sides. Sheeting water, they both kind of lost their hydrophobic properties. Let's see the Surf City. There may be some residue there. They've kind of both lost their, almost got a lisp there for a second. They both kind of lost their hydrophobic properties, which that's why I always say not a real good indicator, especially water beading, not always a good indicator of protection. because that's usually the first thing to go, usually. And I think with black waxes like this that are filling, you know, that filling capability is probably going to be one of the first things to go. And so let's see, after we wipe the residue, if we have a different reaction. So it's starting to flood a lot on the turtle wax side, but then you have the sheeting, right? The rapid rate of the sheeting compared to the control section. Let's see the Surf City garage side. You can see the panels being flooded again. And let's see how it does compared to the control section. Still sheeting faster than the control section, but not sure if it's faster than the turtle wax side, but semantics. See this? Starting to stick to the panel. Not really sticking to the panel. Very sticky on the panel. So I'm starting to think that the blower is the best indicator of protection, to be honest with you. So again, not that the durability is that important, because that's not the goal of this. Now I'm going to introduce a new product, or maybe I've used this before, I'm not sure. Spray 9, this is a heavy duty cleaner degreaser. This stuff is nasty. The funniest part about this, fun story right here, it says this trigger is guaranteed for the life of the product. When I picked up this bottle, the sprayer was actually broken. So, followed up on that guarantee. They replaced it. At least Pet Boy. This stuff is nasty. Whew. This may be my new prep stuff. Anyway, this panel is getting prepped for some product testing anyway. So I compounded, made sure everything was gone, and now I really need to strip it because it's going to see 3 or 4 different products on here. So Spray 9. I'm actually going to get a new towel for this. Want to make sure we're good. So Spray 9, cheap. I think it's $4 or $5. And let's see if we're getting any sort of reaction to that chemical. Another very good sign that the product may be fighting it. I maybe see it right here, but to be honest, that part's kind of in the sun. Looks a lot like that and that. So I don't think it is. To me, it looks like on both sides, the product is pretty much sitting on it. Not really fighting, it's not having to fight anything. So I think it's just starting to dry out, to be honest. So I think that this Spray 9 will probably kill it. And I kind of did that on purpose. The point of this, I just feel like my video is not the same if I don't do a torture test. So I don't think the point of these tests are durability. I think it's definitely more the filling. So I'm gonna get this all off. And I think what I'm seeing is right after I do the test, you'll see why I actually prefer, as a black wax, I prefer the Jet Black by Turtle Wax to the Ice Black Wax. So it's actually the first, that Ice Black Wax is actually the first product in the Ice line that I'm not a huge fan of, and actually think that there's a better option in the lineup. And I definitely think this Jet Black is a better buy. I just think it's a better product. Through my testing, it's kind of filled a little bit more. I thought, and I'll be honest, I thought the Jet Black with the abrasives, that was super cool. I liked that. I liked that in theory. But sometimes theory and practicality are 2 different things. So let's see what we look like on the Turtle Wax side compared to the control section. Pretty flat. That's pretty much gone, but it still is sheeting a little bit faster than the control, a lot faster, and you can see how much less water is on the panel. But I think the blower will be the real test. So let's see the Surf City garage side, both flooded. Okay, so that tells us a lot. You see how it's just kind of sitting there, flooded, and then starts to slowly evaporate, right? So I'm looking at the Surf City side and the control section. So let's do it again, because sometimes it gets hard. Let's do it again. Here, we'll do it all across the board. So let's see where we're at. And then we'll get the blower out, and that'll conclude it. You see how the jet black side is still sheeting water? Now, while we have enough water, let's get the blower on there. Sticking, see how that water's sticking? Starting to stick, starting to break down. Not as bad as this. See that? So there is some sort, not much at all, but there's a little bit of protection still on that turtle wax side, whereas it has totally gone and subsided from our control section, obviously, which is great news, but also from the Surf City garage side. So what did you think of that? Were you more impressed with as it leaks all over, were you more impressed with the Surf City garage, or would you pick up the turtle wax? Which one seemed to be the winner? Was there even a clear winner in this one? And I would like to do a giveaway, but I hate to give away a product that I've used some, so probably no giveaway in this video unless I get berated enough in the comments for it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Scroll down, hit the red subscribe button, and then leave a comment with your thoughts, feelings, emotions, and opinions on this video or any other video on my channel. And if you have any suggestions of videos that you'd like to see in the future, whether that's a cheap versus expensive or any other product that you'd like to see go through the torture test, I'd love to hear your opinion below after, of course, you hit like and then subscribe to my channel. It's always better to get feedback from a subscriber. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. See ya.